One, go.
What's going on, New Gaming Order? We are in this final segment of our podcast, which is our weekly PSA wrap-up. Things that we saw throughout the week that didn't justify a full-on topic will be in this segment. All right, so me going first, and I know Noop wanted to touch on something, but I just wanted to touch on a rumor that I hope it's not true. I hope it's Photoshop. I hope it's fake. But many of you who are part of the Dragonball Xenoverse, anime, gaming, and so on and so forth, there's been a picture floating around. It was on a mobile Twitter site. It was in Spanish, and it showed the logo for Dragonball Xenoverse 2, supposedly being released June 2016. Correct? As a PlayStation 4 exclusive. If this is true, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Like, this is what I'm talking about. and why, like, how is it that if this is true, okay, I'm only, because I know the fanboys are going to try and, shave the hairs off my ass or something and try to shove them down my throat or whatever, just like these Jimmy Kimmel folks. But, it's just like, why would you do that if everybody had access to it before, and then Sony, if they did this, said, okay, we only want it on our system? That needs to stop happening. You know what I mean? It's not fair to the community that got into it, and then they run to the PlayStation 4 like that. And then, we're still sticking around with the Xenoverse, the original, on another console or on the PC. I mean, it's not fair. That's bad business. If Sony's doing it, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. And people wonder why I don't like them. Because I feel like a lot of times I get locked out when they're like, oh man, Xenoverse. Me, Nelson, and Shinwa were playing on the multitude stream, triple teaming, doing all kind of Kamehamehas and all that. And then we're looking forward to a sequel, but you can only get it on that system. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, Sony. Please. If this is true. But, Nelson, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, right now, what I'm trying to look for to just try to back up your statement is how many copies sold on what console, and to see if Sony outsold more than the Xbox and PC. And if that is the true statement, because again, I'm looking, I can't confirm this, I don't have facts on this yet. But if it is so, that from the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4 version of Xenoverse outsold more than the 360 and the Xbox One, I can possibly see why Bandai Namco made the move to partner up with Sony for a timed exclusive game. I can see that. That is not an issue. But in my entirety, as what Alex would say, some games are needed to be flourished on every console, multi-console, so everyone can have a
Street Fighter 5.
A chance at. I'll get to that later on in a little bit. But they need to have a chance to be able to get something of this game, because everyone played Dragon Ball Z, Xenoverse when it came out on the consoles, and then what? Now you're gonna take away like 75% of your fucking fan base and just only do it for Sony?
Bayonetta 2.
Well, that's Nintendo. Fuck them. Anywho, they did
No,
that
was Sega.
Well, I'm just saying, still Nintendo. Fuck them. Okay.
But that falls in the same category because it was on PS3. And 360.
Where was Sony? Where was Sony and Xbox if they wanted the game? They could have helped pay for development, but that's on Nintendo. Nintendo paid to develop the game, so they.
You know what? Honestly, I would rather that a sequel of that caliber just not happen. Not happen. That's bullshit. Like, they need to stop doing stuff like that. I haven't played Bayonetta 2 yet. You know what I mean? And I was an avid fan of the original, but hey, they locked me out. So.
Alright, I wanna.
Damn.
All right, let me stop.
I wanna add something onto this, I guess.
Okay.
So back in the beginning, when I first started gaming and stuff like that, I couldn't afford any of the consoles. Started off with a Super Nintendo, got an N64, PlayStation 1, and then from there I just stayed on there while everyone had Xbox and PlayStation 2. from there, I was looking at the games. I looked at all the games for PlayStation 2, Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy, Ratchet and Clank, Grand Theft Auto, a bunch of console-exclusive games for the PlayStation 3. And then you look at the games over for the Xbox, which was like Halo, and a bunch of other multiplayer-heavy games and stuff like that. I picked the PlayStation 3 and enjoyed it because it was like, yeah, like this was back when I actually gave a shit about consoles and stuff. I got a PS2. I'm like, yeah, we got all these games. We got God of War. We got all these exclusives. Like there was like legit points of making arguments between PS2 versus Xbox.
Yeah.
Then PlayStation 3 came out and Xbox 360 came out, and ultimately, there's no fucking point. It's just a preference, people.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's just a fucking preference. There is no better console. It's just a preference. But people like that.
A freaking man to snake for that.
And just
Some
to
of the,
back
but,
up,
yeah,
just
go
to
ahead.
back up your
no,
statement.
I gotta add one important detail. When it comes to multiplayer games, if you wanna play a game online multiplayer wise, you basically go to Xbox 360. I'm not saying PS3 lacks multiplayer people. It's just if you want the most amount of people playing a multiplayer game, you should go to the Xbox 360. And it shocked me that a AAA title game like Street Fighter V is a PlayStation 4 exclusive. It really surprises me because one, if you look at the numbers and stuff, not that many people play fighting games, and like for example PC, I just want to throw this in there. PC people that play fighting games, we get shafted. When a patch comes out for the consoles, it comes out like we don't get a patch for like 8 months and stuff. So PC users, we get no love for fighting games, right? So ultimately, it's yeah.
Were you saying? Are you trying to say that you think that 360 should get Street Fighter V? Is that what you're implying?
No, like the Xbox brand, in terms of.
I'm basically implying that they should.
Everybody should have access to it.
That's basically what I'm implying.
Yeah, and that's kind of stemming from the PSA on Xenoverse 2.
Right, but to hurry up and get that PSA over with, yes, PlayStation did sell more within its brand of the Xenoverse game, so that would make it into its conclusion that Bandai Namco went with this timed exclusive for that.
Oh boy, it is what it is. I just hate to see that. It's like, oh man, just go to PC and Universal stuff, and people won't be locked out to things no more. That's.
It's been going on for so long, though, Alex. Remember how Grand Theft Auto used to be? Remember when Grand Theft Auto used to come out on PlayStation first, and then come out on Xbox like a year later, 6 months later?
Yeah, with like extra content or something.
Not even extra content, like the Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. They all came out on PlayStation first, and then they didn't come out to Xbox until like 6 months later. Like this has been going on. This isn't new.
No, actually though, I think also back then resources were a little more not as easy to acquire as they are now. They're more expensive to develop now. Yeah. But now you got like multi-console launches simultaneously. You know what I mean? It's just that we know Sony has that. They're in the brains of their consumers, so it's like.
Alex, I want to throw in one more thing. The reason why it's a business, they got to make money out of it. But one thing that's bad is like Blaze Blue. I always wanted to play Blaze Blue and stuff like that, but it was on Xbox 360. It was Xbox 360 and PlayStation. Sony and Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 exclusive only. You couldn't get Blaze Blue on the PC, right? Yeah. When it finally launched on Steam after 3 years or something like that, when the game finally launched on Steam, I'm like, oh hell yeah, bought the game on launch day. Went on there, nobody's playing it. You want to know why? Because just when I purchased it, they launched Blaze Blue 3 for the PlayStation 3 exclusively. So nobody's fucking playing the Blaze Blue that I always wanted to play, and everyone's on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4.
It's like too little, too late in that respect. So but we gotta be careful with the tangents and stuff for time. So
sorry.
Nelson.
Well, I want to give everyone else a chance to come up with at least 1 or 2 PSAs because I'll let you know right now for anyone who's new to the show, I tend to go off when it comes to PSAs. I talk about real A lot of PSAs.
Eyebrows. Look at his eyebrows.
So what we'll do is, since Alex went, we'll start from what I can see, since Playboy just vanished off to the left. On your knees.
Oh, I gotta take care of something, Nelson. Can you wrap up the show for me? I gotta take this call.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
all right. So, New Gaming Order. I'll see you guys next week. This sucks, man. Shut up.
Shit happens.
All right. So, you're in good hands with the co-CEO, and I'll see you guys next week. Resume my streaming, and we'll go from there. Shout out to everybody. I'm out like the Juggernaut bitch. I'll see y'all. Peace.
Not like the Juggernaut bitch.
All right. So on your knees, you can start on. Oh, the whole call. No.
Oops.
Yeah, he hung up the whole thing?
Yeah, Alex just hung up on every goddamn person. So we apologize for that.
Did we all just get killed?
No, we got killed because of the fact that Alex was in control of the group, apparently.
He couldn't just leave it on.
It's alright, no worries.
He could have passed host or something.
Yeah, so on your knees, any PSAs or announcements?
Nah, I mentioned my piece earlier. If you have a Phenom 2, AMD Phenom 2 chip, just be careful of your Metal Gear purchases. Apparently, Konami does not like those chips. As I mentioned earlier, my copy of Phantom Pains or Ground Zero still won't play after this many weeks or months after launch. And I'm not even going to try the new one because I'm still waiting to play the first one.
Wait. Hey, on your knees. Hold on. Let me ask you something. Because, you know how I told you it was a disappointment. I can't remember. The last title you just said, is that the one that's 2 hours and 30 minutes long?
Yeah, that was Ground Zeroes.
Bro, I have an AMD Phenom Phantom or whatever 2 chip, right? Yo, I played that game as soon as I got it.
Well, here, I'm going to load mine up and it's going to crash right
away.
I'm
not saying you're full of shit. You might, maybe you should check out your drivers, but bro, I played
my drivers are up to date. I even rolled it back.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, it's also depending on when the game does download, sometimes it doesn't download the full percent of the firmware, and this has happened to me a lot when I was trying to download Unreal Tournament 2004 on Steam. Everyone else is able to play it. My computer has the right graphic cards, everything, but sometimes it's just something you're down pulling from the servers that it doesn't fully process correctly, and also his card could be updated. Don't get me wrong, could be updated and whatever, but sometimes the game doesn't pick up on it right away. And sometimes he might have to do a workaround to get to it. And that causes problems because it doesn't work on board already. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
Yeah, I already tried all the workarounds. I already downloaded it 3 times.
See?
I went into beta mode. That didn't do it.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. As soon as it came out, I got it. Launched perfectly. 70 frames per second.
Well, it sat in my inventory for 2 months before I touched it. Then I was going to do one of my Friday night streams with it, and it wouldn't boot.
Yeah, it's been happening to a lot of people. He's not the only one who has suffered from this issue, because my friend is suffering from this current issue, because he bought the Phantom Pain bundle, which comes packed with Ground Zeroes, and he can't play Ground Zeroes, but he can play the Phantom Pain. So he's not the only one that's getting affected by this on the PC.
Yeah, and they're not fixing it, because the game's been out for this many months, and they still haven't fixed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So fuck Konami. If I play my copy, I'm getting a special edition like I used to do way back in the day when I was broke.
All right, so are you done with your PSAs on your knees? Or?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, I am done. So
right.
Wait, hold on. Let me just do one thing. God damn, this thing is slow. Here we go. You know what? Here we go. We'll just go.
Shit. All right. So what?
Or would you rather have this?
I guess both.
That's not as good as... I gotta get my old one. That one was much better. I gotta find a way to get that back.
Oh, okay. So since Playboy just joined us back on this call, if you can briefly talk, I know because it's kind of hard for you out there due to limited amount of time that you have out there. Do you have any PSAs or announcements you would like to open up?
The Incredible Hulk is not going to be in Civil War.
What?
Wow.
What?
Yeah. Incredible Hulk will not be in Civil War. They have something planned, Marvel, quote unquote. So, you remember in Age of Ultron, he disappeared at the end, mysteriously. So events in Captain America 3 will not be enough to answer the question. Dun, dun, dun. And also, this tea is fire here right now.
Wow. Wow, I'm done. He stepped away to get fucking tea. Oh, man.
Do you have some crumpets for your tea?
No. This is Africa. They don't do that here.
Dang, yo. That is crazy. So I can't believe they're doing that. I mean, wasn't he supposed to be a part of it? That's crazy, man. Well, I don't know what the hell Marvel's doing. I don't know if it's like a copyright thing with Disney and they're restricting certain characters or
Could they not get the actor for it or something?
Still the same actor, Ruffalo.
Yeah. Okay.
That is very fucking weird. All right, so on that note, NGO Simi, any PSAs or announcements you would like to address to the audience?
Yes. We were talking about Street Fighter earlier. Don't know if you guys seen the Street Fighter Collector's Edition with the Ryu statue. Looks pretty cool.
Pretty sick.
Thinking about getting that. Also, Xbox One Elite. What do you guys think about that?
like that wasn't coming out, really?
I mean, I see it coming a mile away, but I mean, some people, it's been pretty mixed, man. I hear a lot of guys saying that, that like Xbox, saying it's a brilliant idea, but I don't know, man.
It's a console seller. The issue is this. The issue with them and Sony is they're charging too much for that extra 500 gigs. Like, I have a 5 terabyte drive and I pay like $130 for it. So if I don't want that Elite controller, I can just buy a regular Xbox One and go get it external and have enough memory to last the entire console generation versus spending all that money on that console for 1 terabyte, which you'll probably fill up in probably about a year and a half.
I mean, the only good value I see out of this console, like, I don't see anybody owning, like, I don't see me ever upgrading my Xbox One to get this. Like, I don't care for the controller, but I think that's the main thing, I guess, with this console. I don't even think the terabyte is the main seller.
I think I need to point out something important about this. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but like Xbox 360, right? There was that whole jazz with you can go and just get yourself a cheap external hard drive as opposed to a Microsoft external hard drive. The flaw with that was you would not be able to boot Xbox games off of a non-official Microsoft hard drive. So, excuse me. So, if you have a 5 terabyte hard drive sitting someplace and you think that you can bring it onto your Xbox One, I would think twice, because I'm pretty sure Microsoft is going to make it to where it has to be like certified, and they're going to program it to where.
No. I mean,
you
can at this moment you can store it on the external right now.
Yeah,
but this is what happens though. You can only use that hard drive with the Xbox One. It formats it for the Xbox One, so you can't use it with anything else but the Xbox One.
So you're telling me legitimately you could just plug it? Has anyone put a game on there and loaded it?
I have all my
yes.
That's fucking awesome. Oh my god, I can't believe Microsoft.
They made it this gen. They made it super easy with both consoles to switch out hard drives. That's not an issue. So paying this much for an Xbox One, well, I mean for the SSD hard drive with it being a terabyte, I don't even think that's the selling point. I think they're trying to, with this controller, because you remember this controller by itself is $150. Yeah. So I don't know if they're trying to move these controllers. Maybe they made too many. I don't know what the issue is, but I don't see the value in this. I also think that this will be the new standard. Honestly, I think that this is going to be. Yeah, I think this is going to be the new wave of Xbox. I mean, I don't think that the old consoles, the OG consoles, are going to be around for much longer with this one being out.
And the reason they gave so much with the external hard drives now is because all games are manual installs. So you're talking about every time you buy a game, you're putting 30, 40 gigs on your hard drive space. Like, you'll fill up a terabyte quicker than you think, because I think I only have like 4.2 left out of 5, and I started with like 4.7 or something like that. So your collection adds up. So they had to give us that freedom.
Yeah, but like I said, it meets 2 requirements that you need to have for your hard drive. It needs to be a USB 3.0 in order for it to efficiently be able to seamlessly transfer over, and it has to be formatted into the console's thing. Because some people like me and a few others know how to change the format to, you know, FAT32 or NTFS. So it is very easy to do. And if to give you guys a little bit of facts on FAT32 and NTFS, when you put something on a hard drive that's FAT32, there's a certain memory requirement that you have to meet. It has to be under 5 gigs of a pass-through when you're putting information. If it exceeds over 5 gigs of memory, it will shut out the file and you cannot transfer it over successfully.
Wasn't it 4?
No, it's 5 now.
Oh.
It's 5 now. And if you have NTFS, you can put any size limit as much as you want because you technically change it so it, you know, it's modified to like your specifications, but it's default by FAT32. But now with the Xbox One in here, since the file sizes are so fucking big, it has to be NTFS. So that's with that. Do you have any more K-Simi or no?
No, that's pretty much it, man. But I just want to know what y'all thought about that. That was the biggest thing I saw.
Yeah, the only other thing I would probably want to mention, from what I saw, it's a hybrid drive in the new Xbox. So
Yeah, it's supposed to load up a little bit faster.
Partially solid state drive. So that is going to get faster load times. But I just don't know how much of the 1 terabyte drive is going to be solid state.
Okay.
Hey, Semi, are you so where are you going to pre-order your game to get what costume for who?
What do you mean for which what?
Do you know about the whole Street Fighter V pre-order? If you pre-order, say, at so if you pre-order Street Fighter V at Sony's website or on Steam, you'll get Chun-Li's alternate costume. Or if you pre-order the game at Best Buy, you will get Cammy's alternate costume.
I mean, honestly, I don't care. I mean, the thing here is, I really don't care. The only reason why I was really even going to buy the game was for the statue. If I can't get the collector's edition, I'm probably not even going to buy the game.
Holy shit!
Is there a Chun-Li statue?
What happened?
No, there's just a Ryu. The Ryu statue is live.
That's garbage then.
Well, you could just get the statues by I forgot the website's name. I think it's like Kinetic or something like that. They have like some brawlic statues like of Oni, Evil Ryu, Chun-Li, Cammy, Jury. They have a lot of good statues on that site, so you might want to check that out instead of.
I mean, like I said, I'm trying to start up my collection because, like I said, Metal Gear was my first collector's edition, so I want to start doing more of them. And like I saw the Ryu statue, and I'm like, okay, I got to have that. And I do want to play the game if I can get my hands on it, but it'd just be a better deal for me to get it because the collector's is only $100. So I mean, you get the nice statue, you get the game. I mean, it can't beat that. If I can get it, I'm gonna get it. Otherwise, I'll probably wait a little while to get Street Fighter V. But
right,
we'll see how that goes.
Right, that makes perfect sense. All right, so next person will be Snake. Do you have any PSAs or announcements? And try to keep it to at least 2 because we're running way over time right now.
Yeah, I'll keep it short and simple. For those of you out there that let's see here. For those of you out there that are saying, oh hey, I got like a PlayStation 4 and I want to play Street Fighter 5, but I don't have a PlayStation 4 fight stick. If you have the people, you guys know who you are. If you have the PS360 Plus, if you have that mod, you could do a modification to where every 8 minutes you can like play on the console without it resetting. And yeah, there's pre-order DLC for the fighting games and stuff like that. But yeah, if you have a PS360 Plus PCB on your fight stick, you can use that to update the firmware and be able to play on a PS4 every 8 minutes, and then you have to reset it and stuff. That's just an alternative for those of you that don't want to spend $200 on a new fight stick just for PlayStation 4.
Shit, I might as well spend $200 so I want to fucking keep touching my goddamn controller every 8 fucking minutes. Like that's kind of a waste of time because
I own 2.6.
Because I almost caught myself there. Back from 2009 till now, I own almost up to 30 arcade sticks. So I would mod the shit out of them. And I know how much money and time it fucking took. I might as well just buy a whole new fucking stick. Like right now, I got the Hori VLX for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3. Best $300 spent.
I got this right here, the 8-arc Fusion Ebony.
Okay, that's a good stick.
And then I got maybe Hitbox.
Hitbox I can't fucking play with, man. That's like typing on the fucking keyboard. I can't do that shit.
Yeah, I fucking love it, dude.
I can't. But honestly, guys, like it is an opinionated thing.
One more thing, real quick. I just wanted to say to you real quick. I actually modified the buttons. You know, mechanical keyboards, right?
Yeah.
These are the gamer fingers. So I got brown cherry switches on these. These aren't Sonwa buttons. These are brown cherry switches. If I pop one of these off, you can see a brown cherry switch inside.
Oh, okay. So it's supposed to be more responsive for the mechanical ones, then.
It's just going to give you more tactile feel. Technically speaking, these are called gamer fingers. Harder, better, faster, stronger. You could just call them the HBFSG2s. Mm-hmm. They allow you to put in any type of mechanical cherry switch that you want into your buttons. That way you get that tactile feel. If you like red switches, blue cherry switches, and stuff like that. But just for the record, people, the travel time on these things is 2 times longer than Sonwa buttons. You can train yourself. It's not that big a deal, trust me.
No, I mean it's not, but for like a person like me who excels at fighting games and who needs like the actual response time, I need like the immediate.
Yeah. No, you won't. Trust me when I say this. It's not that big of deal. It's not. But the travel time is 2 times longer than a Sonwa's actuation. But I'm telling you, you'll do fine. You'll do fine. You just need to change a few things, but you will perfectly be fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying though that the travel time is 2 times longer, but don't think that like, oh, my response time's slower. Absolutely not. It's really preference. If you like cherry switches, then I would get it, but they're expensive. $6 per button.
Right. All right. That makes sense.
I'm done.
All right. So finally, before I start going on a fucking tangent, Noob, do you have any special PSAs or announcements?
2 really very quick things.
Okay.
Number 1, thank you all guys for just coming on the podcast in general and keeping this thing going. I truly appreciate you all's time and effort, because just like I work, I know you guys work, and I really appreciate you guys keeping this thing going, especially since I can't be on as much as I'd like to. Number 1, I'm excited about the next coming years in gaming. We keep touching on it, talking about exclusivity and stuff like that. And if you've been truly listening to Sony and Microsoft has already said, because 360 was like the king of third party. Like, if it was coming out with DLC or anything, Xbox first, Xbox first, Xbox first. So now Sony is kind of taking that mantra with the popularity, and now they're going mostly third party. And now Microsoft was like, you know what, we're going to go first party. And we're going to focus on first party. So I think these next 3 years in gaming are going to be extremely interesting. And I really look forward to see what both companies are going to do. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if Xenoverse ends up being a PlayStation exclusive, because Sony is going after third party and Microsoft is going first party. The question I have to you all is, do you think Microsoft will be successful? Because essentially, it's like they're going for PS2 status. Because that's what PS2 just had, games you couldn't get anywhere else on anything else. And it seems like Xbox One is trying that, but do you think that will work with this generation of gamers?
It completely depends. For me, in my perspective, I play a lot of fighting games. The only thing that Xbox One has is fucking Killer Instinct. I'm not saying that's a bad game, but all the guys Killer Instinct. PS4 has Street Fighter V, and everyone that plays fighting games plays Street Fighter and stuff like that. So you got Street Fighter V, then you've got BlazBlue, and then you've got Guilty Gear. So...
And they still got
can I piggyback on you real quick, since you said Xbox only has Killer Instinct? You're wrong about that. We have Killer Instinct, we have Dead or Alive, we have BlazBlue, we also have indie fighting games, and if you want to be on top of that, with the Windows 10 integration, I might as well fucking just play all my PC fighter games on the Xbox One.
I forgot to mention, I'm completely biased. I only play 2D fighters. No, I forgot to throw that out there.
Well, like, BlazBlue was on there.
No. It's still 2D. It's high animation. Because you said Tekken, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, Tekken is a very respectable fighting game. I am completely only talking about 2D fighters.
Yeah, but I'm like, if 2D fighters, that's still BlazBlue, in a sense. And
wait, time out. You guys have BlazBlue?
Yeah.
You got the latest
Chrono Phantasma Extend? Yeah.
No, I stand correct. All right, you guys still don't have Guilty Gear though. But
well, see, the thing is, it won't matter because it's still technically the same game. In a sense, it's just you're just rerouting the character's image, and they still, portray the same.
In all seriousness, though, that makes me happy to hear, though. Because, like I said, in my personal opinion at least, whatever, I think the most strongest online community when it comes to fighting games is on the Xbox consoles.
You're right.
That's
absolutely 100% right. Because on the 360, all the top fighters, Street Fighter 4, Marvel, Kings of Fighters, Tekken, anything was all.
King of Fighters was pretty.
Nah, that game. No, I will say this
was
much.
really good.
King of Fighters 13. For the most part, it was played on PS3, but like the best like one with the netcode is the Steam edition. But, like, I heard some horror stories about the console. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, dude. And I'm very happy to actually hear that because I want to get me a console where most of the people are going to be into fighting games and stuff like that. But I gotta say, you guys are going to get hurt pretty bad for not getting Street Fighter 5. But I personally don't believe you guys are going to get left out of it. I think Microsoft's totally going to get it. Street Fighter 5.
They are. That's when I start my PSA, you'll find out. So, Noop, is there any other one you would like to speak upon of your PSA? Or is that it?
That's it.
Okay, so let me get started right on that. The Street Fighter 5. For people who's wondering about this rumor, if you go to the official PlayStation website, they might have corrected it as of right now. They put on the bottom with a star note says that it's timed exclusive. And the thing is, it kind of threw people a little bit off because, in a sense, it is a timed exclusive because you have the exclusive console port on the PlayStation 4. That is still there. You have the PC side of things, which is going to be on Steam, or if you buy it from like Agreement Gaming or G2A, whatever the fuck you get your PC stuff, you get it on there. Then with the Windows 10 integration with DirectX 12, you get to seamlessly port it back and forth between the Xbox One and the PC. So Xbox One users are not really left out. You just have to stream it through the PC to your television on your console. So you'll still be able to play the game without no hassle and no worry. So that complaining has to stop.
It's really good that you point that out, Mugen, but the dangerous part about this is it's fucking Street Fighter 5 and everyone wants to get their hands on that game on launch day.
Well, they can if you guys have a PC, or if you get the Steam machine, or you get the NVIDIA Shield, or you get a PlayStation 4. You have your options. There's no way no one is going to be like, oh, I can't get the game because I don't have it on the Xbox One. You limit yourself. That's the reason why you don't got the fucking game. Alright, moving on to that. Kojima retweeted a fan-made Metal Gear Solid 5 picture. Immediately after 5 minutes of it being up, Konami files a copyright claim to take it down. So apparently, everything that Kojima is still trying to do, even after the praise of Metal Gear Solid 5 that he has finally finished, he's still getting shitted on by the previous company he used to work for.
He's still on a contract, actually. So
well, he's a contractor, but he's not like a full blown employee no more.
Yeah.
You know,
but,
so he has limited.
They still gonna act crazy.
Yeah, he has limited resources when it comes to that. Other stuff about Metal Gear Solid 5. There's been a lot of leaked information about you're able to unlock specific characters from the old Metal Gear Solid games, such as Gray Fox, Sniper Wolf, and blah blah blah. Well, it's on the internet, so it's already ruined for everybody. So I'm sorry.
Not really. I just want to throw in. I've been paying zero attention to Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm just throwing that out there.
All right. I mean, again, everyone has their opinion when it comes to.
No. I'm saying I've been paying zero attention to the game because I don't want to be spoiled for anything.
Well, I have a massive spoiler for everyone.
Yeah.
His name's Bill Dumbledore. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, I got one spoiler for you guys.
No.
Just hear me out.
No.
Snake's gonna be in the game.
No.
Snake's gonna be in the game.
No.
What are we talking about again?
Okay, we're talking about random PSAs right now.
There's going to be. It's confirmed, guys. In Metal Gear Solid. Guys, it's been confirmed. There are guns in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Are there battle mechs in Metal Gear Solid 5?
To an I'll leave that to when I review the game later. All right. Anywho, let's just finish this up so I gotta edit all this shit. Yeah, I gotta edit all this shit. Happy birthday to Mike Hagar. He has officially turned 72. If you guys don't know, he's from Final Fight, the big brawlic mayor. That backdrops and power drives a dolphin. For shits and giggles. for Saturday Night Slam Master. So now he's officially 72 because apparently he was born on September 3rd, 1943 in the game. Let's see. If you guys haven't noticed, they're coming out with a combat pack 2 for MKX. So there are 4 more characters to be released in the upcoming months. So
is that in the season pass that I've already purchased?
No, you have to buy another one.
I don't play that game anyway, so.
You have to buy another one. Let's see. Just to throw this out there, this is not like a PSA, but this is just my personal opinion. The DLC packs that they came up with for Street Fighter V, you guys is going to get in very big fucking trouble, just like what Marvel did. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. I don't want to go into too much detail, but the character outfits and stuff like that, they're dealing with like real life political stuff. Like Bison, for an example, if you look at his character model, you'll see he's a actual dictator that's still alive to this day. And they're replicating his image on the character without asking for his rights. So you guys better watch what you're doing.
The Japanese don't give a shit.
No, they don't, and that's why fucking Magneto don't have no DLC outfit in Marvel. So they fucking shot themselves in the foot with that one. I'm trying to see what else there is needed to be addressed. Actually not that much more PSAs, except for the fact that the console stuff is being spoken about with like the console flaws, the PlayStation 4 update, the beta for Street Fighter V. They're asking for a survey and opinions based on the stuff now, and they want to know if you want the other characters to be in the beta version when they release their next test. Yada yada yada. The whole thing about Metal Gear Solid of it being like a lame ass game that it's not 40 hours. Blah blah. There's a whole bunch of controversy on here.
Did we just lose NGO?
And whatnot, and
no, not you, NGO. I mean,
yeah, we did, but we're about to end the show, so it makes no sense to bring it back on.
That's all.
All right, so with that, I guess there's nothing else to talk about because it's just a bunch of bullshit here. So I would like to thank you guys who were watching the podcast today, and for you guys who will be watching this on the YouTube channel, thank you guys so much. I'd like to thank the panel that we had today. Alex had to leave because he had to handle a phone call, like always. I'd like to thank NGO Playboy. I'd like to thank On Your Knees. I would like to thank Snake for joining us as a guest. I would also like to thank Nuke 1949. You know, also, guys, tune into Thumb Thrasher Gaming. He does stream, okay, when he has time. He does stream. All right.
I'll be better about that. Yeah.
He does stream, and hopefully, if not tomorrow, sometime next week, On Your Knees will be doing his weekly stream.
Yeah, I'll be doing Final Fantasy 14 tomorrow, doing some raids. So, I started working out, so I was beat last Friday. I've been having trouble sleeping, so that's why I had to bail on you. But
hey,
I'll be doing Final Fantasy 14 tomorrow night, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, stuff happens in real life. We're not always able to provide you guys with content on a daily basis like we want to because we're still somewhat limited, and you know, real life does kick in. You know what I'm saying? So you have to.
We got bills to pay.
Yeah, we got things to do, things to settle. So, but again, thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully next week will be something a little bit more better within news because there'll be a lot more games coming out and whatnot. And again, as I said earlier in the podcast, 2 weeks from now, so not the 10th, but the 17th of September, we should have a full, honest Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain review, depending on whoever has played it and who has fully completed the game, whether if you didn't 100% it or you just beat the main story. So we'll have that on deck and we'll get into that very, you know, deep.
Hey, I want to. Oh wait, hold on. I'll wait till the stream.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, does it as much as I appreciate someone that finishes a game before they review it, do you guys see that as being like mandatory and stuff like that? Like, do you guys think it's really?
Yes. They should at least beat the game. They don't have to do 100%, but they should at least beat it.
Man, let me go into this. Let me go into this without going too into this, man. Would you be, if you're gonna call it a review, you have to beat the game. If you're gonna give me an impression or what you think about the game, you ain't gotta beat it. You telling me what you think about the game. But if you're gonna call it a review, you have to beat it.
Yeah, you got to be honest about what you're showing. If you only played the game for 5 hours, you got to be honest about it. It's just the first impressions. It's not a full review.
That or I would call it a review in progress. Because I mean, some games, there's no
There you
way.
go.
Because you can tell some reviews they didn't beat these games. Like some of these RPGs, there's like 100 hours. They didn't beat those games before the reviews came out. So I think they should call it either a review in progress or at least say, hey, you know, I did about 60% of the game, and basically, you know, if you do at least more than half, like 70% of the game, that's good enough to be able to give a solid opinion. Because that extra 30% ain't really gonna change too much more.
But if you're gonna put a review on it, you got to finish that bad boy. You got to.
Disclose how far you got into it. At least then people can say, okay, he's saying this is great, but he only got halfway through.
Yeah, that is very, very true. And I will say this on record. I used to work with a previous video game company, and I do know the ins and outs when it comes to reviews. There are some people in the industry. I will put you on blast right now. Dual Shockers. I'll put you on blast right now because you were our competitive rivals back then. You guys used to sit there for 5 minutes, read all the stuff that's on Wikipedia or from someone else's review, and try to summarize the entire fucking game like you played it. Do not do that.
I believe it.
This point in blank case. Do not do that. That's why we will sit here and we'll say, beat the game first, because if someone points out your bullshit, you're going to be embarrassed. And you do not want someone to do that. You do not. That's a bad thing. So, anyone else has any final sayings or alibis before we do split?
Check out the Newgamingorder IG, Instagram. I'm gonna start being more active on it. I posted a picture of the collector's edition.
Link it in the chat.
All right, it should be just Newgamingorder. Newgamingorder
1.
Number 1.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on.
So it should be, but I'll put it in here too. But I'm gonna start being more active with it. I ain't posted a whole lot, but I'm gonna start being more active with it. So y'all, when you need your fix, go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, I just posted the link into the chat. So if anyone else wants to sign up for the Newgamingorder 1 Instagram, just find us, by searching on your phone and whatnot. Because I know on the internet you really can't type or anything on Instagram, so it has to be all mobile based. But
you spelled Instagram wrong.
Well, hey, I'm not looking at the keyboard. I'm just trying to finish this up. You got the premise, goddammit.
Well, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be going back to there you go, right there. I got it. I followed it. I have 2 games actually. Season 4 in Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls has begun as of August 28th. I'm going to be doing that. So check for me to stream that, and also Star Wars, the Old Republic. So
love that game.
Yeah, so I'm going to be streaming that because they have a new DLC coming out, and plus I'm really doing, I play PC games exclusively. PC Master Race, I'm sorry guys. When you start talking about all these consoles, I'll be like,
I just wanted to say this because I thought I heard wrong. You said Star Wars Old Republic, guys. I'm just saying I love Knights of the Old Republic. I just wanted to throw that.
Okay. I'm just playing sports, RPGs and MMOs. So this weekend hopefully. So I need to deal with Alex to help me set up how to stream properly.
Oh, of course, we'll definitely help you out with whatever tools.
You need. Because I get back home tomorrow.
All right. So we'll definitely do that.
Late night, Saturday morning, I'll be back home. So.
Jeez.
If you guys want my advertisement, I highly recommend you watch Rob or On Your Knees or NGO or Mugen or Holmes, because if you watch me, you're going to watch me stream doing pre-calculus, and it's going to be a lot of fun, folks.
Pre-calculus.
I'm just joking. I'm not going to stream myself doing pre-calculus.
We're going to do the quadratic formula, maybe? Some Pythagorean theorems, possibly?
Alright, guys, we're going to be doing linear functions. Now tell me the domain.
We're going to be doing a lot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You lost me there.
Alright, without that, thank you guys again, and we're going to go. So we'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. Thank you guys, and see you next time.